How can I overcome duality? Okay, I think overcome is not the right word here, because it implies that duality is not pleasant, or that it is wrong, or that you don't want it, or that you are suffering from it, and you are trying to overcome it. Many of us think that there are two of us. But it's not exactly like this with duality. There is one of us existing in two places. The real us and the holographic us, or the mirror image us, which is our reality here on earth. We have said this many times before, that our reality on earth is simply an image, an illusion. And the real us is in front of the mirror. There will come a time when we can merge again. Of course, we're not talking about death, because if you really want to overcome duality, the minute you're dead, meaning the minute you leave this planet, you have gone back to the real you again. And then there is no duality. You are back to one. There is another way, but it's going to happen in the future. We are simply not ready for this yet. The real person that is looking at the reflection, which is us, eventually will leave their body there and come into the reflection and make the reflection real. So this is another way we are going to overcome duality. But in the meantime, I would recommend we simply connect with the real us. That way we can get information from the real us. And this way we can also be more conscious when we gain experiences here. Because when we are going through an experience and we are not conscious of the fact that we are not real, that this is an illusion, that this is a game, someone is focusing on this so much that I have believed it is real. When we are not conscious, we take it seriously and we suffer even more. So again, I would recommend that we simply connect with the real us, and this way we won't feel separated from the real us. We will constantly feel the connection, and when something comes our way that is not very pleasant, we simply say, let me see what I want to learn from this. So yes, a lot of I think spiritual books, but I can't be certain. I haven't read them all, but a lot of them say that it's not good for duality. We are one, we should become one. You know what? We're playing a game. A lot of things are not good, but we are playing a game. So it's okay. So don't see it as something bad. Because whatever we see as bad, we cannot change it. Let's see if there's something else I know about duality. My brain stopped again. How can I overcome duality? I did it, excuse me, this is not the right phrase. I didn't do it, but I found more of me by constantly asking, who am I? What do I like? These kinds of questions. And that way you connect more with the real you. But really, we are already one. We've said this in other videos too. We needed duality to see what we would do if we thought we are separated from this energy we call God. That's all it is. So don't see it as something bad. And don't see it as non-loving and then you have to become one so that you can be loving. We did not come here to be loving. We can do that back home. Just be everything else you can be here. Instead of looking to be loving. Okay, let's assume for one moment that you become all loving. And then what? Really, apart from being highly annoying, what else will you be? Do you really think you would be useful to humanity if you were all loving? Think about it for a moment. Humanity doesn't need love. Humanity simply needs to understand that we are playing a game. That's all. And once more and more of us understand this, then we can manipulate the game to give it the experiences we want much faster, so we would not need to incarnate over and over and over again because we don't learn very fast. This is what humanity needs. We don't need you walking around preaching love. It doesn't help anybody. Really, I'm not being facetious here. Think about it. Imagine you have reached love and there is no longer duality. You have now connected with the core of your soul that is pure love. Honey, you will be useless on this planet because that is not the game we are playing. So enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, that's all. Remember the phrase in English, American English I think it is, when in Rome, do as the Romans. We are in Rome right now, and you're trying to be Chinese. We are in Rome. Enjoy it, with all the goods and the bads. And simply know that this is not the real you. Just by knowing this, you connect with the real you. And then you do everything consciously. That's all. That's all you need to do. Don't try to overcome duality, because then the game will be over. This game is all about duality. So, yes, I think this is all I have.